Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they've got it here with a first down. Here's Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a second down.
Gone! 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 Hey, got three down. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw again is Jackson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Jackson looking to throw on third. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Andrews. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's a first down run with Collins. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. They run with Collins. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down, Jackson. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. Finds his target, Montgomery. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Ty Montgomery, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Now, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good. That is, possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ace! 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 Slow!
Now this time Mahomes will throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Flush to his right. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now Mahomes eluding the pressure right, and that'll be incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Underneath for Johnson. Sheds off the tackle. Kansas City touchdown. Kerryon Johnson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. The extra point up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. And he works free. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play that time for the Ravens. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. His throw caught at about the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. He got 29 yards that time. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Collins now the lone man in the backfield, 2nd and goal.
Watch it now, Barney!
They get it to him running left. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Alex Collins with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Mahomes now on first down. Forced out to his left. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's going backwards. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And that last penalty makes this 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flushed out right. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Dumping it off for Johnson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Mahomes to throw once more. Flush to his right. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
A first trip to the red zone for KC. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
A first trip to the red zone for KC. This is 1st and goal from about the 8.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! Z! Left, left, left,
this time he'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. The point after is good. And it's now 21-17. Butker now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Ravens. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Eluding the pressure right. It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Jackson on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The first down carry here for Johnson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football. I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. A right side catch by Crabtree. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
Drops it underneath for Collins. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And now here comes Kansas City. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
This is caught at the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there for KC. 59 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. They pitch it out to Johnson. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a 1st down. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Mahomes going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Anthony Sherman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Well, nothing complicated about that. That's old-school power football.
And effective. And that's the key to everything, right? Sometimes we try and do too many things. Just hand it to the big guy and let him go forward.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 28-24 game. Butker now to kick this one away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Justin Houston in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Butker now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
Williams. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Looking to throw is Mahomes, being chased out left. And this is incomplete. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going deep for Brown. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Jackson on 1st down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. To throw again is Jackson. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Justin Houston in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And that's off the left upright, but it caroms right in. How about that? The kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So a clutch field goal there off the upright and in that ties this thing here in the late going. I'm going to say that he called bank there. What do you think?
He did not call bank.
I think he called bank.
There's no way he called bank on that one. You want to give your head coach some heart murmurs, though? Banking field goals in the 4th quarter because he's going to need an oxygen mask after that one.
Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Underneath for Johnson. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 3. And just like that, it's third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Slow. Ace.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Flush to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base.
Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, I don't know if careless is the right word there, but bottom line, here in the fourth quarter, tie game, you can't do that.
You sure can, Brandon, and not only do you give up the lead, now you've got to turn around, punt it away from your own 20 as well. So it's really a double whammy with time starting to become a factor.
And now here comes Kansas City. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
57. Mike, 57. I got you. Left. Check 24.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Z.
Back to throw. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. You got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. That's complete. It's Collins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain of 32 that time. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Collins on the handoff. Escapes the defender. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's got to